Hey guys, Slater Magic here, and it's time for another overlooked but awesome card. This one was a recommendation from a user, as are, I don't know, about a quarter of them, I would say. This one comes from Sam Woodfield. Sounds like an alias. I assume he's either CIA or in the Witness Protection Program, probably for using this card in a game. Just kidding, this isn't one of those OBA 44 level cards where it just shuts down the game and its control gone completely bonkers and honestly it was a mistake to even print it. This is more like sometimes you just want to have a shootout. Well, this is the shootout card, and I mean absolute shootout. Like, you are throwing lethal crap at each other every single turn. Coming in from that flaming pile of garbage known as New Phyrexia, it's Omen Machine. Now, New Phyrexia and the whole Phyrexian block and story and everything to do with it was pretty universally hated, both at the time and now. But this card is actually kind of fair. It actually looks really fun. I can't believe I'm saying that about anything Phyrexia related. So it's an artifact and it costs 6, which is a shame because, I mean, if it costs 3, it would be, twice as funny. But whatever, I could see why it wouldn't. So, first of all, players can't draw cards. Except it doesn't really mean that, because at the beginning of each player's draw step, that player exiles the top card from his or her library. If it's a land card, the player puts it onto the battlefield, so autoplay lands. And otherwise, the player casts it without paying its mana cost, if able. Now, the if able part refers to secondary conditions like pay 2 mana and sacrifice a creature. Well, if you can't sacrifice a creature, then you can't cast the spell. So that would be where that clause comes in. So just think about this. I mean, you pull a land, it's a dummy card. You don't need it. I mean, you seriously do not need it unless you have artifact destruction in your deck and you plan to, return the game to a normal state at some point. Now, one thing I have to point out, though, is this isn't legendary. So there's a reasonable chance while you have one of these out, you could pop up another one and ta-da, throw it right onto the battlefield. So this would be just who gets out the biggest bomb first or the most detrimental spell. I mean, if somebody pulls out a board wipe that includes artifacts, great, whatever, the game resets. Otherwise, if somebody pulls out a 10-10 and the other one pulls out, I don't know, some useless spell that does 2 damage or something, the person with the 10-10 is going to win. So I kind of like that. I mean, it's just, flip up a card and see if you can destroy your opponent with it or not. And that's it, because, I mean, you could cast spells. That's the thing. It doesn't stop you from casting spells. It's just whatever was in your hand, that's it. That's all the spells you have for the rest of the game, theoretically. So like I said, this just sounds like fun. I mean, I would totally throw this in a commander deck just to throw a monkey wrench and everything. I think the other players would like it. And of course, if people have confidence in their deck and what's in it, they will purposely not target you. I mean, they don't want to knock you out of the game if it's multiplayer, because you're the one supplying them with all the free permanents. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't like leaving games up to luck, obviously. I want the most amount of control and predictability and control over the game as possible. But still, I mean, think about it. Who can flip up that winning card? Because everybody knows, oh, I'm about to lose. And then you flip up a card and you're like, oh my gosh, it's exactly what I needed. It's Fumigate. That's always good fun. So I don't think in Commander this would last long on the field. Unless people really purposely wanted it to, but it would just be, something interesting to do. It would also really help if the game is kind of dragging along. So I looked this up on eBay, and apparently there's a book called The Omen Machine, so that was fun, had to filter that. But it's $1.27 to buy this card. Apparently it's not all that popular, probably because it helps your opponents just as much as it helps you, if not more, unless you purposely built your deck around it, and if it was Commander, how the hell would you do that? Now, if you guys have your own suggestions for an overlooked but awesome card, apparently leaving them in the comment section is annoying, and I can never find them. I don't remember which videos I say, hey, leave them in the comment section, and then I can't find them. So instead, just go on Twitter and tweet at me, or just tweet in general, the name of the card, why you like it, and then the hashtag OBA, which I've checked, it is kind of in use, but honestly, I have no idea what any of these people are talking about. So you know what? I'm taking it. So if you're not on Twitter, good, it's stupid, but I probably won't see it in the comments, but you're welcome to try. So have fun casting your spells for free and having a little shootout with your friends. I'll see you guys next video.